Hello, diecast fans, and welcome to another new episode of Jim's Magnificent Miniature Motor Cars. And for this episode only, I'll be unboxing something very different from what you're used to seeing on this channel. In fact, to be direct, it's not a miniature motor car at all. No, it's a miniature airplane, specifically the Darkstar from the extremely popular film Top Gun Maverick. What? You guys thought only Marvel movies sold merchandise? Anyway, this little baby was, it was slated to hit stores as early as 2 years ago because, Top Gun was ready for release that early, but was delayed due to a little thing we call the COVID-19 pandemic. But anyway, it finally hit stores. And I've been curious about it for quite some time. In particular, I've been curious about this experimental plane and the enemy jet, because these are the only new castings from Matchbox. The others being, castings that are easily over 20 years old. All right, so let's check out the Darkstar. Okay, so you see the nice trade dress of Top Gun Maverick. Of course, the unmistakable logo. Okay. So, alrighty. And the plane doesn't have any landing gear. It comes with this nice plastic stand and the little cardboard standee there. All right. So how does one rate this? It's at 399 Philippine pesos. This, at current exchange rates, this is just under $8, give or take. And what am I getting for that? Well, I'm getting this nice looking piece of metal. And if I'm perfectly honest, not really much else. I mean, it's really unfair to judge a Matchbox plane by the same standard that one would judge a Matchbox car, because we're talking about objects that are much larger than cars, obviously. That said, I mean, for this kind of price, I would have hoped for, even a token attempt at more detail. I mean, I don't really collect Matchbox planes in general, so I mean, this is something that's altogether new to me. I guess it'd be hard to give it my traditional numerical score because, like I said, I mean, if you were to get a 1/64th scale plane, it would be several times the size of this in order to achieve the appropriate level of detail. So it's basically tiny. That said, they did charge me money for it, and not inconsiderable amount too. I mean, considering this item costs nearly 3 times as much as a Matchbox car, one would expect it to be 3 times as good, which it is not. Okay. So how do I rate this? Okay, bearing in mind the fact that it's a plane shrunk to a much smaller size, bearing in mind the fact that, it's not my usual line, I'm gonna be generous. Yeah, I consider myself generous for giving this a score of 7 out of 10. I would, if I'm honest, I would dispense with the number scores altogether if this were closer in price to a Matchbox car, but considering the premium I'm paying, no, I have to score this, and so it gets a 7 out of 10. Maybe I'm being generous, but you know what, I'll let them have this one. There's actually one more item in the catalog I'm looking forward to. Not really sure I'll get it, but which I would be happy to get my hands on, and that's the enemy plane from the film. But if this is all you end up getting, well, that's fine. That's fine. All right. I hope you enjoyed this very different episode, especially the fans of the film Top Gun Maverick. And well, I hope you stick around for more content.